Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
How's your day?
It's past New Year's now.
For
How's the beginning of your year started?
Yeah.
We don't know yet.
Yeah. How's your New Year's? I don't even know what I'm doing for New Year's.
I am gonna go. Like I said, I think the hibachi. But let's try. I'm very excited to try this. This is.
Do the house.
Okay.
Like.
That is good. It's good. It could. Sorry, everyone in the just listen. Yeah.
Just keep that going for
It's
an
good.
hour.
Anyways, and then this guy. This is not secret. This is just an old fashioned with few bourbon that I got for Christmas. I first tried this in Chicago when we were on our 4-year anniversary to go to Alenia, and it was good. So I wanted it, and I got it for Christmas this year.
Nice.
Yeah, and our roll is
16. That's
Not
not
bad.
awful. That's not awful.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah. I'm fucking exhausted, my
I know,
guy.
yeah. So, I was gonna say, how's it been to not have to deal with the cats?
Well, I mean, I still have to deal with them.
Yeah, I mean,
they're post surgery right now, so I'm like constantly checking on them and making sure they get their pain meds and whatnot.
but they're not screaming.
A
lot like that.
Dodie is now. Yeah, she's like stressing and like very pissed off. But to be fair, we did have a dog at my house as well too. And like I brought the kittens back and had to make them like a fucking makeshift kennel to keep them separated. All the litter got moved because the dog kept getting into it. So
Yeah.
it's understandable she's pissed off, but God. She just comes down and she's like, "Oh, hey, Dad, what's up?" and starts screaming at the fucking cats. And I'm like, "Stop."
Yeah, that's fucking atrocious, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I'm still very tired.
Yeah, well, that and then helping out Chloe and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I'd do it for her for sure. She technically did it for me when I flipped my car. You okay there, baby?
Yeah.
I tried to
Hit
say
the wrong pipe.
I tried to say buddy and baby at the same time.
Did you call me Butterbean?
No, I said, "You all right there, Bobby?" Like,
I thought you called me Butterbean like the boxer. And I was like,
No.
okay, I'll take it. But
yeah, it's nice. I'm glad they won't go into heat again. That will be amazing. But
no.
still gotta keep an eye on them. It was nice having Chloe there to help out because she's like really good with pets because she works at a vet clinic, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Which I didn't realize I had been to that clinic last year. My buddy had to put his dog down, and he asked for me and the girl I was talking to come with him. So when I dropped Chloe off for work / to pick up the kittens, I pulled into the parking lot and was like,
Oh no.
"Oh, trauma returning."
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
But
And if you're watching, buddy, I don't think you are. I feel really bad for not going in there and holding your hand during that. But yeah, I didn't want to.
yeah, that's really hard. It's pretty much like only the person that's
Yeah, like he wanted support, and I feel bad for not supporting him. But he had a chow, and I also had a chow, so I was like,
really.
yeah, I was like, buddy, if I go in there, we're both walking out needing support.
Yeah, it's not gonna be. I'm not the support you need.
Yeah, I do still feel bad though. But,
yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I can get that. I dread the eventual day that we have to.
Yeah.
Because Penny's gonna live forever.
Yeah, and Milkshake and Malt and Dodo
all
and
gonna live
Bird are gonna live forever too. Even though I had that realization back in like July.
Well, at least all of the cats for sure, at the very least, are supposed to live longer than.
Yeah, but I'm also like, I had that realization, like,
Yeah.
I think it was on my birthday. I was sitting there with the kittens, and I was like, having the time of my life with all of them like cuddled up on me, and then I was like, my brain just out of nowhere was like, they're all gonna die around the same time in like 15 to 20 years, and I was like,
yeah. They're all around. Well,
they're all around the same age, yeah. So
roughly, like, as far as cat years go, 5 years is about the same. I'm not even on mute. Just eating this apple. It's nice,
buddy.
But, dude,
I'll hold your hand if you hold my hand whenever I have to do the thing with the cats.
That's fine.
You're gonna have to hold my hand like 4 fucking times.
Yeah, no, I was like, that's 1 for 4. Okay, I can deal with that. It's fine. You'll have to deal with helping babysit.
Are you making an announcement right now?
No, I'm not.
God, that's where my brain went. I was like, "What?
Surprise!" No, I would probably serve you something a lot more special. If we were announcing that.
Yeah,
and she'd probably also be here.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
No, we wouldn't. I don't think I'd tell you that on camera. Maybe I would. Maybe
actually, yeah.
I don't know. There's like, it's gonna be at least a couple years. But like, dude, I don't know. Do I tell you on here?
You would get my reaction really well.
I think I'd have to be honest.
But I feel like I would be one of the first people to know, and then you wouldn't want other people to know for like a little while. So like, you'd have to tell me like on a day we're supposed to record, and then we don't release that until you tell everybody else.
I would purposely have to wait till we have a backlogged episode.
Yeah.
That I don't even know. I'll have to schedule accordingly that one. That'll be like, oh, we have a bunch of stuff to do this episode. That cannot be time constrained.
And just have like fucking like 15 minutes of me just freaking out.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I should say this off camera, but I'm just gonna move my mic and talk quietly. I'd be more excited about your kid than like the other one that's coming.
Yeah, I should have switched off of your face.
God, I feel like such a shitty uncle.
It's okay. Everything's fine. Well, to be fair, you're here a lot more often.
True. I feel like I'm gonna make that announcement like whenever I'm having a kid on the podcast too, but it's gonna be a similar situation to theirs, where I'm just gonna be like, yeah, you know that girl I've been like talking to / dating for like 6 months.
Well,
whoops.
It's a long time now. Hey.
It's gonna be like that nonchalant too. I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, dude, I'm having a kid in like 8 months, and you're gonna be like, what? I'm gonna be like, yeah, oops.
Oops.
Remember how I told you it's better without the wrap?
Yeah, and I remember how I was like, we don't never chance it. You don't wrap your tool, guys.
Yeah, we're condom. We're gonna transition to our ad read Trojans.
Trojan. It's the wait, no. You know what's really funny? As much as like Trojan is funny as like a thought for like a condom, it's also terrible because you're like, the idea is that they use it to break in.
It's the Trojan horse.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it's been said to death. Everybody knows it. But if you've not made that realization yet, like, why the fuck would you name a condom after something that was a legit sneak attack designed to burst?
Literally, like it's like, oh well, it was supposed to. Yeah, you went in and then it was supposed to release everything.
Like, Durex is a bad name too, man. Like, it sounds like a fucking medication.
It does.
Like, I know it's supposed to be like a combination of like durable and X. But like, why, man? Like, there's literally 2 condoms that I liked the name of. It was Lifestyles and Skin, spelled with a Y.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're not good condoms.
No.
They're small.
Aren't they like lambskin or something?
You can get lambskin ones.
Oh, okay.
Have you used a lambskin one before?
No, I haven't. I don't.
It's weird.
From what I understand, those only exist for people that are allergic to like latex. So
I used one once because I worked in, I was a nurse, so I was like, a lot of medical people like start to develop allergies to latex and stuff because you're constantly wearing it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to see what it's like, and like it feels okay, but like halfway during it, like, you're supposed to last longer by like thinking of baseball or like old people.
Counting how many screws might exist in your bed frame.
Yeah. It's at least 6. I literally like halfway through was like, man, I need something to last longer. And then my brain was just like, your dick's inside a lamb right now. And I was like, oh.
And I stopped lasting.
Like, I was done.
Oh no, that's what set you off? Oh boy.
Yeah, I was like,
that's bad.
All right, good night, everybody.
Jesus.
What's your favorite con?
The thin one.
The thin one? The thin one's nice.
Of course.
Yeah.
Rib for her pleasure is obviously cool for her, but like I like the thin one.
Yeah, I usually do ribbed for her pleasure because, it's
you
thicker.
So if you are wearing them, you're probably doing it with a purpose.
Yeah. You can't just say I don't wear them. I've gotten very lucky. I wear them the first few times.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It also just so happens that one of my girlfriends was allergic to latex, so I was like, yeah.
That again, more excuse. That makes sense. There's
more excuses, Edie.
More excuses. There's a reason to it. There's something to it, but
yeah,
you can't.
It's also just I want to chance the fates. I should take that back. I don't want to chance the fates.
Please don't.
God,
we don't need that kind of drama in our life right now.
God, that's gonna happen in like a few months.
No, because then we can't continue to get drunk like we're supposed to.
Yeah, we can.
I mean, we can, but it really looks bad. Like, here's the problem: is we're both in our 30s now. It's already gonna look bad. Let alone if like you're announcing you're pregnant in a couple months, and then all of a sudden we drop the first one.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys, I'm gonna be a dad, and then there's like, here's us fucking getting slammed. We can't do that. That's just... It doesn't look good.
Dude, it doesn't matter to me. I don't look good at all.
I guess maybe it does. Maybe that's what's the appeal, is we're the train wreck that keeps chugging along.
Yeah. The little engine that got drunk, man.
It's not gonna go well.
No, it would not, dude.
It's so funny because I truly thought about the fact that like once we start doing it, like it's going to be painful. But like also it's fun. It is fun. Like there is that like, it's the like, not this to a very lesser extent, the jackass mindset.
Yeah. A very lesser extent. But
lesser extent, but you're kind of just like, all right, I'm just kind of committing to it. Let's go. And then you can turn it on. All of a sudden, my ability to choke down shots is significantly easier.
Dude, I had shots on Christmas. We went to stop at Chloe's mom's house to drop off food for Daisy.
It's got good mouthfeel.
Mm-hmm. But they're like, yeah, we'll do like a Christmas shot or something, and I was like, I'm about it. And I did the shot with too much ease. It was like, oh yeah, that's too drunk.
Oops.
The monster's back.
We started it. I've noticed it is a little different now. Since we did one episode, it's almost like it kind of shocked my body back into the old self.
Yeah, which is going to be real fun if I go to like a New Year's Eve party, which I probably won't because I still got to watch the cats and stuff. I also got to see if my parents or Chloe or somebody can watch them while I'm out of town. Yeah. It's going to be real fun when I'm out of town because people are going to be like, oh, you want to do a shot? And I'll be like, yes.
Yeah. And then they're like, you should stop doing them. And no, it's fine.
No, it's good.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. People are going to be like, dude, I watched this guy kill half a fifth and he's standing. What's going on?
I'm going to be honest. There's part of me that, like, has that, like, mentality that's, like, because I still listen, obviously, I still listen to, like, Two Bears, One Cave, Burtcast.
Yeah.
Burtcast as soon as I can. All that stuff. So, like, I'm like, Bert's a heavy drinker. So there's, like, the part of me that has the very slight, tiny hopes in the world that, like, if we... Because we're doing the too drunk thing. He has this little cooking thing. Like, for some reason, if he's like, yo, they seem like they'd be fun. Like, if it actually kicks off. And I'd be like, all right, well, like, we got to get drunk. Like that. Unfortunately, like, he's going to look at that and be like, all right, these are the guys to challenge. Not really, maybe. I don't know. He'll definitely still outdrink us.
Oh, 100%.
Like, 100%. But, like, we might keep up. I'm going to 100% black out and then probably embarrass myself somehow. But, like, somehow he'll also be like, those guys, like, they just, even though they were just, like, you could tell the light disappeared in his eyes, but that machine just keeps going. And they don't stop.
They were gone, but they made this fucking 5-course meal. Like, I don't know how they did it.
They just turn it on. And they're like, it's like that, and it's really bad. But here's the thing: is by that point, our blackout point might actually be pretty far. Because that's the thing is, I forgot. Like, we've only done one.
Yeah,
we've done one, and I mean, I think my blackout point was probably.
It was pretty early.
Well, okay, but it was what 7 shots in, 6 shots in.
Yeah, give or take. Yeah.
With a drink, and then I also smoked twice, and that was my killer.
A mistake, yeah.
So as long as I don't like crossfade until I start getting more prepared again, I think I'll be okay.
I do like while we're editing the footage, I liked you can clearly see the moment when you're gone.
It's so funny. It's like we're talking about it now, but you won't see this for at least a month or two. Yeah. But like it's fun. I'm excited. We really need to plan a day coming up to try and film again because, like, I think I have a cocktail ready. I think the next recipe is we already know what we want to do. We have 2 different recipes to choose from. Neither one is easy. Yeah. So, like, I can come up with 2 different cocktails. I'll figure this one out by then. So either way, I can do, I don't know, something different, but. Well, we got to do something soon. I'm missing it. I think it's fun. I don't want to get into the routine of Goose News where we did 1 episode
and then life got fucking crazy.
Yeah, like that was last September. Mm-hmm. Like,
I think I had hair.
Yeah, that's like the thing is that episode is so long. Like, there's no way we could use it. I mean, we could. Yeah. But in my mind, it's like, honestly, it'd be better to just refilm that portion. Refilm that. Yeah. With the same magic that because, I mean, it's the same, but we're going to look entirely different. So it's going to be, like, way off.
The continuity, yeah. But I think the continuity, like, the loss of continuity can be a little funny.
You're not wrong. And it wasn't bad. It was pretty dumb for what it is.
Like, if there's, like... I don't know, like if we get in really good shape and then there's a shot of us where we're like our current weight.
Dude, like, we filmed that before we had 3 cameras.
Yeah, we filmed that with Mike's camera. Yeah.
That long. That's the thing too, is it's not even the same cameras. Like, we're not even using the same main camera anymore. Yeah. At this point, like, I think our next investment is going to be lenses.
Yeah. To get the zooms and shit, yeah.
Well, better lenses, so it's more accurate stuff to the same thing, and then also like maybe better lights eventually.
Yeah, I think we can make do with what we got for lights.
Oh, exactly. We're way good for now. It doesn't matter. It looks fine enough. But we need to get onto this eventually, which is the unfortunately expensive part.
Yeah. We need to play the lotto today.
Yep, we do. I won $10. I played the lottery.
Oh, shit.
I played the Mega Millions, and I spent $20. But I won 10, so, like, I'm going to go back and spend more money like you're supposed to.
See, I just need to go to the casino. Like, sit me at a blackjack table. Let the fucking... one of the isms or the ADHDs. Just let it run its course.
Yeah, just let you... all of a sudden you're kicking, you're like, I got this. I'm like, all right, here you go, bud. I'm just going to disappear for like 30 minutes. I'll just go to the hotel room.
Oh, it was Chloe, yeah. We went to Shaka Khan and then we went to the casino. And like, I didn't have extra money at the time. She gave me like $20. I went over to blackjack. It was just like, here you go, we got like $100. Like, we lost it all on fucking slots. But I was like, just sitting there like, boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, I shouldn't play slots. I did one time where me and Kyle I took Kyle to go see Tom Segura in Canada at the Caesars Windsor. And it was fun and all, but we got there too early. I thought we'd have like, for some reason I thought it would take us longer to get across the bridge and then like more time and such to get in. But like, it took us half the amount of time. So, like, we ate food, and then we were like, all right, well, we have, like, 2 hours until the show starts. So, we both just went to the ATM. I think we pulled out, like, $50 to $100 each. And we said, fuck it, let's just go hit some slot machines, because I don't feel like interacting with humans. And, lost all of it. And then I was like, cool, we have an hour and a half. So... we went and found a bar that had drinks close to a smoking area, and me and him just shared cigs on the fucking smoking area balcony
for like an hour and a half.
Got drinks for like an hour and a half, and then went to the show because I was like, well, all right, whatever.
Dude, one of my favorite things to do, and this doesn't work every time.
Yeah. Like,
but I'll like go to a machine that somebody's playing on, and I'll be like, that one's gonna win soon, and like. Occasionally it'll be like a fucking big win, like you just won like $20 to $100 on the slots.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen all the time, but like you do it to strangers, and like when it happens, they'll be like, "What?" And then they'll look at me and I'll be like, "Told you." And like just walk away, and they're like, "That guy knows. He knows." Like, no, it's fucking pure chance, man. You do it to 100 people and 2 people win.
Yeah, no. Eventually it's gonna happen.
Yeah. It is fun doing to friends though. Like when we're walking around, I'll be like, that one's gonna win. We should play that one. And then we sit down for a little bit and it wins. They're like, how the fuck did you know? I'm like, I just fucking I was guessing. Like,
I should go to a casino bar. I have not gone in a while, and I've been twice to where I've actually gambled. That time that I just told you, and the other one was I think one time for the fuck of it, me and some friends were walking through close to like July 4th weekend, so everything was like super priced.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that, so I just took out I got I think $50 worth of chips or whatever, and then I went to the poker table and everything was like quadruple the price because it's holiday weekend. Yep. I was like, oh shit. So I played 2 hands and immediately lost, and I was like, well, that wasn't fun. So I need to pick a day where I go and just no worries. Here's like $100 where it's actually going to be at least some plays.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe $200 to actually really spend some time. At least a couple hour.
I'd be down, man.
But like just purposely knowing like I'm planning on not winning anything. So like as soon as I like double my money, I'm like, cool, I'm out. Like I don't want to be the guy that loses money. I'd rather be the guy that always goes and once he wins something, just stops.
Yeah.
Just like, cool, I won today.
That's
won
what you
money.
gotta do.
And I just like spend it on drinks. And I spend more money than I want on drinks. But I was up. I made it. I did it. I won. I was up.
You beat the house.
I beat the house. I beat the house. I gave them my drink money, but I won. I won in the long run. But like, I've never actually just gone once, and I feel like because I've gone to Detroit multiple times to go to Greektown, not to gamble, but just to get Greek food. So like, I should just go one time to gamble and get Greek food, right?
Probably.
We should do that soon. Let's do that. Well, fuck, man. I hate that. Like I have 4 weddings this year.
Mm. I have 2.
So I have 4 weddings this year, and then I have one is in New York.
God, one of mine is in like fucking Council Bluffs, Iowa. It's my cousin.
Where?
Iowa.
Iowa. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
My family was from there before some of them moved to Kansas.
No, that's fine. I just did not hear what you said. I heard Haza Bluffs.
Council Bluffs.
You know, I was like, what's that?
Yeah. Council Bluffs, Iowa.
Okay, that's cool. No, I have...
I think that's where my mom was born.
I have Melissa's maid of honor, Rachel, and her other groomsmaid... Bridesmaid. One of her other bridesmaids in basically other option for maid of honor, Chelsea. Their wedding a day apart in August, but at least it's like one weekend, so it kind of helps me technically, like according to my PA days and shit. But I'm hoping as far as like my wedding, and I'm going to try to be the one that goes like wedding right into honeymoon, and just do it all in one shot and not split it up. I think I'll be lucky enough that like I can ask my work to basically just take like unpaid, unscheduled time off instead of having to use my days, because I think you technically can for certain things as long as you set it up like a long enough time in advance. So I'm gonna start working on that like this month and try to be like, hey, it's happening here. Can I just take this like 2-week block off so I can come back, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And hopefully it works out pretty well, because, you know.
Yeah.
I'd like to. I don't get a lot of vacation time, and if I am not able to do that, I pretty much will only be able to like take like maybe the day of the wedding in New York off, and then like maybe one more day if I'm lucky and fly home.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tight.
Dude.
No vacation days the rest of the year.
We're all getting old and getting married. All of us. Every single one of us. Yeah.
You will. Give it time.
I'm gonna fuck with you and like get married next year the day before Rachel's wedding and be like, you gotta come to mine, bro. And make it 3 fucking days in a row.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I would punch you.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do it. I'd be like, bro, I can't do this. It's so much. Plus, there's no way you can book anything.
No, I'd probably do it at the fucking courthouse, man.
No, literally, like well, that's also like part of the reason that the weddings are like literally a day apart. Is it just so happened that the one wedding was trying to book the day, and they were like, we have like 2 of the days in the like time schedules you're looking at, otherwise you have to wait till next year. So they were like, okay, let's just do that. And then you know,
I'd do it at the courthouse, and I'd probably just give you a call and be like, hey,
I need a witness.
Come down here.
Look, hey, that wouldn't be the first time I can call last minute to be a witness for a wedding.
Dude. The one in your kitchen,
and I'm not even talking about the wedding in your kitchen. I had one other one.
Mm-hmm.
No, like I won't. Technically, I guess. Well, I don't know. I imagine they know at this point, but for sake of discrepancy, technically, this friend, got married to their significant other in kind of secret, and so they had a courthouse wedding. Well, their first two choices were my buddy and a friend that's a girl, but she was unable to like actually make it there at like that time. So they called up me as like the third option. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm absolutely in. I'll save the day. So I like showed up, and it was really, really cool. I felt so happy to be able to witness it.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be like, dude, because I like as little as I technically see this person nowadays, I'm still so very happy to have been there for that moment, and it was really cool.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it was just super like, hey, just show up to this courthouse, and I had to type in the address because I'd never been there. Just showed up in like what suit I could throw together.
Yeah.
And was just like, yeah, I'll sign this paper and like stand here. And was like, cool. And then we like left the courthouse. And I was like, I guess I'm just gonna go home. I don't know. I think I got food on the way. I think I got some like
Arby's.
Yeah, I think maybe Wingstop actually because it was close. I think I was like, I'm gonna get some relatively like good celebratory food to feel good about myself, and I just went home and probably smoked a fuckload of weed at the time because I was. This was still before I met Melissa, so I was like smoking exponentially more weed than I do right now. But you know,
dude, I when I was dating Destiny, I went to this person's wedding. And then I think it was like 2 days later, we stopped by their house for some reason. I don't remember why. And like we were having a couple drinks with them, and like some people were smoking, and they were like, "Oh fuck, the minister didn't sign the license." And I was like,
"I can."
I'm just sitting there like with a fucking beer, and I'm like, "I can sign it." And they're like, "What?" And Destiny's like, "Yeah, he's a minister. He can sign it for you." I was like, she can be the witness. I was like, we just need one more witness.
And there's a lot of people here, so just someone who's willing to legally say they were here. So
we're sitting there like, this guy's working on his car. like fixing the brakes or some shit. And I'm signing the fucking marriage certificate on his car. And I'm like, there you go. You just got to go turn it in and like...
You're married.
Yeah. And they're like, this was like a legitimate lifesaver. Like we didn't know what to do, and I was like, "You're welcome." Like,
marriage is a sham.
Yeah,
it's just a cool party.
Yeah,
it is.
It's a fucking it's a tax break.
It is. I mean, it is. It really is actually. Like that's gonna be cool. I haven't considered that part of it, but that's gonna be kind of cool.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody last weekend about it, marriage and stuff, and I was like, I don't know, I don't get the vibe anymore. Maybe it's because I'm getting older and jaded and blah, blah, blah. And then like an hour later, I was talking about all the weddings I've done, and they were like, what?
I mean, it's a cool moment, but it's not for me. No, yeah. I mean, it is one of those things where like essentially it's good for tax breaks as long as you're pretty sure it's going to last. Like, you know.
That's where mine's at. My mind is at too.
Make more drinks.
Yeah, I agree. And then after, I can explain to you this new term that I learned at a party called nesting partners. And I think that's what I'm going to fall into. Yeah. Transition.
We're back.
Hello.
I'm going to try this one now because we do it differently.
Yeah, I wanted to layer it to where it looked pretty. I want to try it before you stir.
It's okay.
The door's open.
Oh, that's fine. It's, yeah. It's kind of just clean.
Yeah.
It's just clean.
Yeah.
There's no...
I don't taste any of the alcohol, but yeah.
There's no alcohol. You can taste a little bit of apple. That's about it.
Yeah.
You actually need the raspberry to taste more of the apple that you did.
It tastes like what I imagine like a cleaner tastes like.
It's not... Here, let me give it its the mix that we were...
My idea was bad.
Hey, you know what? It's not a bad idea. It might work, actually.
It might work after you've mixed. I like the slight pink it's got going.
Well,
Better?
I'm going to be honest, it kind of tastes like the first one. Now. And just slightly, like, less stableness.
Yeah.
So, I think the idea is going to be either change up the syrup or...
I want to see what it tastes like at the end. Like, give me your opinion on that. Because my idea is, like, you're getting a lot more of the apple this way. And then the very end, you have all that raspberry syrup sitting at the end. Mm-hmm. So it's like kind of a chaser to your drink, so you get the raspberry in there.
No, I like both ideas. I definitely just need to change up the syrup, so it actually does mix in first.
Yeah, I do like the idea of how you serve it. You serve it like that, where it's like slightly layered, and then you take an apple to mix it, and you can eat the apple.
Yeah, it's not bad. Would you like an apple slice?
No. I'm allergic to apples.
What? How does it don't do them?
I'm sorry.
I was just saying, I was like, what the fuck? God damn it. This is the red and apple. It's just like the worst combo of a thing you're allergic to.
It's just like, yeah, actually, I gotta go to the hospital now.
Oops. I do plan to do my own grenadine. So, hopefully...
Yeah, certain grenadines don't give me a problem.
It's the ones with food dye.
Yeah.
That's why I actually want to make one.
Yeah.
But, oh, yeah, and...
Oh, yeah, and cheers with this one.
With this one.
I already took a drink.
Yeah. It's the other one.
Moving on up, baby.
Jefferson's Ocean Aged at Sea whiskey. Yeah, what's the second half gonna be like? Probably not good. Anyways. Oh!
I've been playing a lot of D&D lately.
That's funny. I do 19.
Yeah.
I need to... Yeah, I need to get back into it. We will. You know what?
What are you doing the 14th?
I'm not actually sure.
Figure out. I'll ask.
Well,
I can't talk about it a lot on here. It's a surprise thing.
Yeah, we'll talk about
Not
it
the 14th. The 14th of February.
Well, actually, hold on. I think this episode will drop like...
She already knows. We had to tell her so she can make a character, but she doesn't know who's all playing.
Oh, okay. Well, it's... this will drop the week of.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So,
it was funny. Like, she knew we were playing, and she was like, did he ask you to play? Because I really want you to play.
I don't even know who this is for.
Teresa. Yeah, she doesn't watch.
No, she doesn't.
But it was funny. She was asking me about the campaign, and it was when we were driving back from Cleveland.
Oh, she's like, cool.
Yeah.
You have a designated couple hours to sit here and interrogate me about this.
So I was like, I don't want to tell you too much. I was like, I really want to tell you about the character because I feel like you'll be really proud of me, and like the Hero Forge looks really dope. And she was like, well, what's the character's name? And I was like, Finna. She's like, that doesn't tell me anything.
Nope.
And I was like, yeah, that's why I told you the name. Because there's like 30 fucking Finnas right now. So like, which one do you think it is?
Yeah. You're not wrong. That's funny.
Yeah, if you're free that day, I can ask.
Maybe. I mean, because there's part of it that's that, and there's also like, if we're gonna... When do you go back to work?
I went to work today.
Fuck, that's right, you did.
Yeah, I work tomorrow, and then I'm off Friday and Monday, and then I work Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I'm off Thursday and Friday.
Oh, god damn it. I go back to work next Thursday and Friday. Because I was going to say otherwise
Yeah,
we
that's when I'll be out of town. Going to Maryland. Yeah.
Ah, god damn
Which,
it.
I'm not going to lie, I did want to back out, but I'm like, I'm the one driving. The hotel's in my name. I'm like...
You can't.
I'm like, I'm just going to go have
Where's it at?
Maryland.
You're going to Maryland?
Well, Virginia area. It's literally right around Washington, D.C.
With who? I forgot what this is.
It's MagFest. DeAndre's going with me. I forgot the names of the two or three other guys that are in our room. But then we got hit up by somebody else because we just got a room at the Red Roof, like right outside the island.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on a fucking island, by the way. But we got a room outside of the island because we couldn't get a room at the actual convention area.
Yeah.
And we were like, that's going to suck. We're going to have to like Uber, or one of us is going to have to drive. And I was like, I'm pretty sure the only car that's going to be there is mine. So I would drive. But someone hit us up and was like, hey, some people backed out. I'm thinking of still getting the room. I just got to figure out the details. But like, if you guys want to just pop over to this room, like, it's in the convention center.
It works
like,
out.
And it's a beautiful convention center too.
That's
dude.
cool.
Like, it's like it's kind of like a horseshoe around the like musical area. So the whole time the convention's running, they're playing music from like video games and shit, like
so
orchestras.
It kind of sounds almost like Ren Center-ish, just not full circle.
Yeah,
which is to me why the Ren Center is almost perfect, is because you can just keep circling and then there's multiple circles with the floors.
Yeah, I would say from what I've seen, probably better, which is why I've wanted to go for like ages. Okay. Which I still gotta tell my brother I can't go to his bridal shower baby shower, because I forgot.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bro.
Someone hit me up and was like, dude, I can get you a ticket right now. And I was like, okay, let's go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, that's...
Yeah, I know.
I don't know, man. That's...
Yeah. That's where my head's at too, but I'm also
well, here's the problem is like you're going to get tagged in photos and there's no way you can hide that's where you went.
Yeah. So I'm just going to let him know and be like, dude, I wanted to go to this. I'm so sorry. Like,
I mean,
I know. But I'm also seeing it as like I've been in like it's selfish of me, but I've been in like a really shitty headspace for like the past 2 months. So I'm like, let me go.
I forgot I don't have a coaster there.
Yeah, do you want one?
Yeah.
I don't need one. But yeah, I'm basically looking at it as like, this is your one last like hoorah for like the next few months, and like you're just gonna fucking nose to the grindstone after, like, get your shit together. Hopefully, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's, I don't know. I guess I don't blame you on that one. But also, like, there's only one baby shower for that baby. Yeah. If he has another one after that, if he doesn't,
I feel like he might.
I mean, I would not be surprised either. But like, once you have one, it's kind of easier to have one or two, just to like have connections.
He also
with someone to play with the whole thing.
Yeah, he also knows that like once that kid is born, like I'm gonna be there, like all the fucking time.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, like. I know I seem indifferent at the moment, but it's also just because, like, life has been fucking weird.
Well, there's also not much you can do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, the first year, really, there isn't much you can do other than, like, maybe get groceries. That's literally the minimal that you can do. Yeah. Or the most you could do. Because otherwise, like, it's all pretty much the parents have to do it because you're supposed to bond with the kid for a year. Yeah. After that, like you might be able to go help babysit for like a night.
Oh, and you know,
kind of
for
thing.
a fact,
we'll definitely do that.
He'll be hitting me up like randomly, like, "Hey, can you come over Friday?"
Well, it'd be really funny if like, yeah, Brandon's coming. Like, yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then we're just gonna make drinks and watch this kid.
Yeah.
Just be careful. Like, as long can we drink? And they're like, I mean, we're not gonna get drunk, but we're gonna make drinks.
Yeah.
We'll make you one when you get back.
Yeah.
Well, hey, here's the thing: is like, at this point, I will be able to be like, hey, I am pretty good at making drinks, so I can make you a good one when you come back. Like, it'll be worth it, you know. Oh. And then we'll leave, and then, we'll leave. Because I was going to say, I was like, essentially you want to be able to, like, give them the ability to, like, get it on without the kid being there, but, like, we ain't taking no kid. So
I might. When they're older, like when they're like
but I'm talking about first year. When you're I'm talking first year when you're trying to like make them, give them some quality time that isn't just the date night.
And then honestly, for me, like what they would probably do is, knowing my brother, they would probably like get a hotel for the night, and he'd be like, "Can you come watch the kid?"
You're not wrong. And we would just kind of go over and hang out for a night.
Yeah. But speaking of how well ingrained you are to me as a person, the package deal, I overslept, and I was supposed to pick up Chloe at like 6 a.m. And I woke up at like 8. Apparently she had called me like a lot. Like she didn't mind because she was like, "Yeah, I'm just getting overtime. Like I get how tired you are with everything going on." Plus I was off, so it was like I was supposed to be sleeping in. But when I picked her up, she was like, "Yeah, I was thinking of just like calling Brandon and having Brandon call you." she's like, "I don't know why, but I feel like if Brandon called you, you'd answer immediately." And I was like, that has happened before on several occasions where I'm asleep and nothing can wake me up, but the second my phone pops up and says Daredevil, I'm answering it like, "What's up? What's up? What's up?" She's like, "Does he have a louder ringtone or something?" And I'm like, "No,
it's not different."
I'm like, it's just the telepathic link, man. Like, it's literally, that is the thing. I could be in a dead sleep, and then I'm just like, "Brandon needs me."
like, I felt so bad I couldn't drop off the clips this past weekend.
I got to get those actually from you today.
They're in the garage. Okay, they're in the garage. Because I was like, unfortunately, like, you messaged me at 1 a.m,
dude. Yeah, because I was basically on her sleep schedule.
Yeah, and I was like, I didn't even. I was like, he probably doesn't even realize this is late when he's messaging me.
Yeah,
and I was like, all right, worst case, like they're kind of ready, but I was like, what's even crazier is I probably could have dropped them off later on in the day.
Yeah, it was. Was it the day of Christmas or the day before?
Christmas Eve.
Fuck.
No, yeah. It was Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Because I was going to my mom's.
Yeah, because.
Yeah. Well, I was going to my mom's. You needed basically.
It had to have been later because I didn't get back to my house until like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Well, you messaged me at Christmas Eve. And I woke up
so Christmas it was Christmas Day that you got it. Okay.
So I woke up Christmas Day, and you were like, "Hey, can I borrow those clamps? Because I need to block off the cats from the other cats."
Yeah.
And I was like, "I'm leaving in like an hour and a half." And it was we had to be at my mom's at 10.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I had another 30 minutes, I could afford to drop them off, but I don't. We accounted those 30 minutes for sleep, and I woke up and it was like, it's too late.
Yeah, dude, and I...
Well, and I also was like...
When you finally texted me back, I was dead.
Well, no, I finally... Because it was in the morning, and then I finally was like... I was like, he's not going to get this, but in the random miracle that he wakes up and reads this, I was like, we can meet up at that gas station by the highway. Like, that's close to your place that we can, like, break off from there, and I'm at least not technically backtracking anymore.
Yeah, and the same thing. I had to go to Dearborn, like, because we had to go get food for Daisy. So you're like, "Oh, if you could come by around, like, 3 or 4. I was like, "Dude, we're going to head out to give food to this dog around, like, 5 or 6. I'm like, I don't really want to drive all the way this way and then go backwards. I'm like, I'm fucking exhausted. I'm like, I'll just make do with what I got.
Yeah, I was just like, I know you were dealing with a lot. And I was like, fuck. Because, like, if I had 15 minutes, I could afford to, but I have, like, 5. And unfortunately, that's going to get taken up by, like, just Melissa getting ready.
Yeah.
And just, like, us waking up. Like, we can give ourselves an hour and a half to get ready to leave. Or not even. An hour. So we can give ourselves 30 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
So, you know.
But I did know it was that late. But I was like, it's a holiday. They're off. Maybe they're up right now. Like,
oh, yeah.
I'm like, maybe he'll text me back and let me know, like, a time frame. Or, like, maybe he's still up. And then I can just fucking drive over there and get it. And then Chloe was like, you just smoked. And I was like, you're right. Like,
so
I mean, no, I didn't, allegedly.
So 2 things I just thought about. One, that night we had gone to my cousin Mark's house. And I finally got to ask my last groomsman to be a groomsman. I asked Mark then, so that was cool. But 2, I think I figured out what my allergy is.
Yeah, you told me rosemary.
Yeah, I think it's rosemary because the last time I had rosemary was when we made that pizza dip.
Yep.
And then I went to their house and they had this brie with like it was a crescent brie with like honey and pistachios. Oh. Yeah, dude, it was fucking great. But it also had rosemary on the top. And then all of a sudden I woke up the next day and what you can see, I'm sure you can see it, was there. And I was like, motherfucker, it's gotta be like, it has to be rosemary.
Yeah.
Because I have not cooked with that since then. And I think like aromatically I cooked with it with the turkey, but I think I need to actually ingest the oils.
It's kind of like my onion allergy, yeah.
Exactly. And that's what I thought. I was like, fuck. It's like I think I need to actually ingest fucking rosemary to have it because I don't think it came from the cocktail because I tried that before.
But we did have rosemary in the pizza dip.
We had a fuckload of rosemary, which wasn't supposed to be in it.
Yeah.
We just happened to have it. And I was like, we're just going to throw that in there. Dude. So, like, I fucked myself. But I've unfortunately realized I need to actually go to an allergist and get a test and be like, all right, I'm starting to have random allergy attacks. I need to figure out what I'm allergic to now because it's been 20 years since I had my last one at least. At least.
And your allergies, they develop as you age as well, too.
Yeah. And now I've had 2 allergy attacks related to, unfortunately, holiday herbs.
What's ironic is...
And I fucking love rosemary.
I was so tired when you texted me that. Like I literally was, like, barely alive. But I think I looked at my phone, saw that text about the rosemary, and was like, finally, someone has a weird allergy like me, and then just went to sleep.
Dude, it's, like... It's unfortunate because...
You're preaching to the fucking choir, my guy.
Like I said, I do like rosemary.
Mm-hmm.
And it is in a decent amount of things. I don't think it's in enough things that, like...
It won't harm you.
Yeah. Like...
That, and if it's the oils, like...
I think I had to actually ingest... Like, a leaf or 2. Not just kind of, like... Like... I think I'd still probably be okay if I smoke it.
Yeah.
In a drink. Because it's not, like...
Yeah, and if it's the oil, and it's similar to my onion allergy, like, I can have dehydrated onions.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I can have onion powder. I can have dried minced onions. If it's set in, like, I always say if it's stewed, but realistically, it's like, it has to be a big pot that it's stewed in for me not to worry about it.
Well, you know? And at least like what, like 8-hour period?
Yeah.
Like it has to be a full, like at least a work day's worth.
Yeah. And then I'm usually okay.
Yeah.
Which was actually funny when Chloe was over because I was eating sour cream and onion chips. And she was like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, I'm eating chips. She's like, sour cream and onion? And I was like, yeah, they're one of my favorites. Like, what's the problem? And she's like,
you're allergic to onions.
You're allergic to onions and you hate sour cream. And I'm like, yeah, but like,
The chips are fire,
I'm like,
bro.
the chips are legit. And she's like, how are you eating them? Am I going to have to, like, take you to the hospital? I'm like, no, it's dehydrated. I'm good. And she literally was like, you're the reason I carry a fucking EpiPen. And I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, you're so nonchalant with your allergies, and like one day it's gonna fucking hit and you're gonna have to go.
Accentuating the point that when we go out to eat food and I tell them he's allergic to onions, you have to clean off the grill.
Yep.
And then he's like, yeah, and I'm like, he's deathly allergic to onions. Please clean off the grill before you cook on it. And then they're like, oh yeah, got it. Because there is a very significant difference to telling someone, hey, like, he doesn't like onions, and hey, dude, he is allergic to onions. You actually have to clean off the grill. Like, no, it doesn't matter what kind of a shithead cook it is. As soon as you tell them the person you're serving is allergic, they become a military veteran.
Oh yeah.
As far as cooking standards go, like, it is a snap. They're like, oh, okay, I actually give a fuck about this meal I'm making because I can't get them sick.
Dude,
what utensils did I use that touched onions?
Was it? I think it might have been you. We went Probably. To like a Mongol. Yeah, it was you. Yeah. We went to the one that Blake worked at.
Yes.
And yes. I didn't think about it. And like we're sitting there, like we're going up to the grill, and like I put my bowl down, I put my sauces down and shit, and like you looked at the fucking like grill guy like dead in the face, and he's like, are you okay? And you just went, this guy right here is deathly allergic to onions. Can you please cook his shit directly in front of you after you cook it? And he's like, are you? And I was like, yeah.
Well, I just remember because I was like, the thing is, I was like, you don't get their attention unless you just uncomfortably keep staring at them till they know you're like, okay, I need his attention. And then that's when it's like, okay, I've seen you cook this entire grill with everyone because, like, look, onion is a popular flavor. Oh, yeah, it's very good. So everyone throws a little bit of onion in there.
I fucking love onion.
Yeah, I know. And that's why I was like, they have to, like, clean the grill off for them to do that. Also, to be fair, my stepsister Abby and my stepbrothers, they all worked at Mongolia Barbecue.
Okay.
So I also knew they have a separate, like, flat top in the back for people that have allergies.
Yeah.
But I also knew, like, as long as you tell them, like, hey, you just need to clean this spot of the grill off, they'll do it.
Dude, and he was, like...
Cleaned it.
Yeah, he cleaned it and like,
did only
literally,
yours,
like...
had separate
the space,
utensils.
Like, I've been to so many Mongolians, like, the space you get, like, your serve... Your portion, you get like that much
during a busy time.
Yeah, and then there's like an inch or two on the sides.
Yeah,
and like we went at a busy-ish time. I literally like normally you get like that much space. I literally had like that much space between mine and the next dishes, and I was just like, I fucking love you, Brandon.
Yeah, no, because look, I mean, there is like I'm allergic, and there's like. I get really, really, really fucked up.
Onions is my worst one.
Yes.
You've seen it, I believe.
I've been lucky enough that I haven't.
No, you did.
I saw like a touch of it because we barely forgot about something, and it like started to, and you stopped before it got bad.
You saw the start of one. We were working in an event at the Fisher House. Do you remember that day where I had to have Davion drive me home and you had to follow?
Yes.
Yeah. So you saw the start of it where I was sitting there like sweating and like I was like, I can't drive. My head is exploding. I don't know what's going on. I had onions that day.
Was it in the food and we forgot
was in the
about
food.
it? Oh, yeah, because it was a cater event. And they're like, yeah, just try the thing. You're like, cool, I just eat stuff. And they had oh, God.
It was the manicotti.
What?
The pasta.
Oh.
Yeah, which normally pasta's okay because usually the sauce sits for a while.
You know what it probably was? It probably wasn't onion. It's probably shallot, which is still onion family.
Yep. Shallot usually doesn't bother me too much.
Well, it's a more minute version of an onion. It's a lot less powerful, but it's way more sweet. But I feel like you're allergic to the part that isn't sweet.
Yeah, which I forgot to fill you in on that. That was fucking years ago. Yeah. But, like, I got home and, like,
no, actually, you know Davion. What? I think I kind of remember this because, he drove your car home. I had to pick him up because he just, he drove your car.
Yeah.
And we drove you home. And then I think you were like, the next day, you're like, I think I might have ate onion. I was like, oh my God, you're not wrong. And it was probably in the,
Dude, it was awful. Like, I got home and, like, projectile vomited all over George's bush. And, like, George was mad at me the next day because I don't normally park in the driveway. So I had him blocked in, and he was like, why the fuck did you park there? And I was like, sorry, somebody else drove me home. Like, there's probably puke in your front yard. Like, I got to go clean it. And he's like, dude, I thought you went to an event. Why did you get, like, so drunk you were puking? And I was like, I didn't have anything to drink. And he was like, what did you eat? And I was like, oh, shit.
I think I ate onions. Well, like... And it's funny, too, because, like, you just found that... You posted that photo from Christmas, like... Probably 5 years ago. 4 years ago.
4 to 6. Somewhere around there,
at this point.
Yeah.
And Rico Davion, like... We were a band at that point.
Bitch.
That band...
Not Rico or Davion, the other person that's in the photo.
Oh... You know what?
I'm sorry.
I know. I know that was like a general feel, but also like it's one of those like we're now past it.
Yeah, we're way past
and, like,
it. Yeah.
They're both very much happier off.
I was talking about myself.
I thought you were talking about Kyle. No, because it was those Kyles in there, and I forgot. I was like, fuck, Kyle was there?
Yeah.
Like Kyle, Rico, Davion, the girl, you, George, like, it was...
Not my George.
No. Yeah. Different George. But it was wild to see that photo, because, like, at that time, like, our lives were on, like, significantly different paths. We weren't even talking about... We were talking about doing this kind of stuff, like, while on the road.
Yeah. Dude, we had plans for, like, setting up a fucking van and, like, having it set up to where we could, like, pop off in the green room.
It's so weird. Like, and we still could do that.
Yeah.
With this eventually.
Yeah. Dude, what's wild about that is one of my D&D buddies who I like just met because of the vampire campaign. I had to drive her back to my house because she parked there because she lives around you. So she was like, yeah, I'll just stop at your house. We drive out to where D&D's at and then come back. All right. She was like talking about the Crowfoot and this and that. And I was like, oh yeah, like Crowfoot was cool. And like we were swapping stories and I was like, she mentioned like somebody that worked there and I was like, oh, that dude's a dick. And she was like, what? Like he was okay to us. And I was like, yeah, but I worked there. And she was like, what's his name? And then I dropped the name and she was like, okay, you did work there. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then that photo showed up later. I shared that and then she messaged me and was like, is that the fucking Crowfoot Christmas party? And I was like, yeah.
I worked there. We went to the Christmas party.
I was like, why is it so hard for you to believe that? She's like, dude, like you were in the fucking army, you worked at this place, you were a nurse, now you're automotive and like,
well, look,
I'm like, dude, I had so many jobs.
For even myself, like when I look at like, okay, I worked at a florist. That was my first job.
Yeah.
And then I worked at a National for a couple months. Then I was a breakfast cook and a busboy at a restaurant for like years. And then I've worked at Stellantis for fucking
a while. Yeah.
I'm over 12. I'm 12 years in like a week at my one plant. 12 and a half years.
Yeah.
So like, and then like during that 12 years, fucking all hell broke loose. So like, I had multiple relationships, was in a band, 2 bands, like
same merch guy.
it's been fucking dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, you know, who I was fucking 10 years ago is like someone I would fight now.
Dude, I would 100. Well, I feel like I could kick my ass, but I don't know if I would want to fight the me
What's
from 10
funny
years ago.
is like when I think when I met you, I was at my most like.
Actually, no, the me from 10 years ago was just joining the army, so he would have been. He would have been getting out of basics, so he was like 165 pounds. I would have whooped his ass. Physically.
No, but like when I met you, like I think I was finally at like this weird point of vulnerability where I was like, I just need to like have fun and do some shit.
Yeah, and
because,
I took
like,
full
I was
advantage
such a
of that.
like prideful dummy. What was that?
I'm so glad you didn't hear that. You were like, I was at this weird point of vulnerability, and I was like, yeah, and I took full advantage
Oh
of
no,
that.
you did. It was great. But like it was one of those times where it was like, that's what I needed, was just be like, all right, let's go into fuck it mode.
I think
I learned fuck it
we
mode.
both were, honestly.
I didn't have a fuck it mode.
I had a bit of a fuck it mode.
My fucking mode was like drinking a drink or two, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then now fuck it mode is I black out and I wake up the next morning.
I'm a bad influence.
And we filmed it. But I needed that. You need that. You need to be able to do that once in a while.
Yeah,
but
not consistently.
And that was the thing, is we did it consistently for a year.
At least
or
a
year and a half. Probably 2 years.
Probably 2.
No, year and a half. Well, I met you at what, 23, and then I stopped blacking out at 25.
Yeah.
So 2 years. There was basically just a solid 2 years of just like I've told the story before, but my drinking limit was 2 pitchers of beer, and I could drive home totally sober. So,
dude, I had that the quality department like Christmas outing. Like, I had like 2 shots of moonshine, like a pitcher of beer to myself.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, guys, I gotta head out. Like, I don't even remember where I was going, but I was like, yeah, I have to leave at like 6-7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, you good to drive? And I was like, you guys are way drunker than I am. Like,
look,
there was some wild shit we talked about. And all.
Well, what's even funnier is it's one of those things where, like, look, like, as much as we might downplay it, we have 2 drinks per episode twice a week.
Yeah.
That's, in each of these drinks, generally, I like to keep, like, our whiskey drinks are usually 2-ounce pours.
Yeah.
So we're having generally 4 shots worth of alcohol.
Allegedly. And then I stay over for like an hour, drink water. I totally don't leave right away to go get Arby's and check on my cats.
Dude, I want Arby's so bad right now.
Dude, that's my problem right now.
I know.
Like,
we need to film that fat section of our videos.
Yeah,
so
we
can
do.
The like unfortunate diet and get in shape.
Yeah. What
it'll be worth it, but it'll be funny.
This is something that made me feel both good and bad. There's like a TikTok of, well, there's a trend going around. It's a SZA song, SZA. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but it's like, I need a big boy. I need a big boy. It's like cuffing season.
No idea.
And like, so many girls are like posting like thirst traps of that. And then there's big boys that are like, hello, I'm right here. And like one dude who's like a strongman competition guy.
Yeah.
He posted himself doing the dance to it, like shirtless. I've been tagged in that from our Buffalo House page like 30 times. And I'm like, one, everybody's saying this guy is like the definition of big boy and that's what they want. But 2, you guys are going like, Edie, that's you. Like, hell yeah, you're the big boy. And I'm like,
oh. Well, look,
are you going to forget about me when winter's over?
Look, I got Melissa that log bar.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So we are going to build like ourselves a little bit of a gym.
Okay.
So like you can like eventually start to like come over and work out with us.
We can honestly do it on recording days. Like come over here, do the podcast, and then go get like a quick workout in.
Yeah, and that was my thought. Is like basically get a little drunk, get a little feeling good, and then just fucking power through a workout, then go home.
Yeah, I'd be down.
But like, you said Arby's. Bro, Arby's sounds absolutely amazing right now.
Dude, I have so much food at home.
I hate that Arby's isn't closer to me. But
I know. It's on the way to my house though.
Yeah.
Well, right now until I move.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. I still haven't even had a day where I have still not spent a night at any of your home locations since the Buffalo House.
Yeah.
Like, I do need to do that at least once before you move, I think.
We'll see.
Hope we'll see, yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, it's January, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be out by February. So we'll see. Yeah.
Oh, boy. Well, thank you guys for listening.
Yeah.
It's been a long one. We love you guys.
I got to go give the cats their drugs.
Go take your drugs. We love you guys. Have a great week. Enjoy it. Bye.
Bye.